Back to school time again in America. This year is definitely going to be different with the problems that we face with the COVID-19 pandemic and how that's going to interfere with our school year. But I'd like to talk to you about another problem we have. This is my daughter Bailey. She's 7 years old. She's funny, she's smart, she's precocious, she's insanely beautiful, and she is absolutely the very best thing I've ever done in my life. Every day when I drop her off from school or at school, I tell her, I love you, have a good day. And she replies, I love you, Mom, have a good day. And she runs into the building without a care in her world. And when I drive off is when I encounter my problem. My problem is that when I drive off, I see the faces of these children flash through my head. These are the victims of the Sandy Hook school shooting. Today I want to talk to you about a very real problem we have in our country, which is gun violence in our schools, and some possible solutions that we can use to address it. Let's take a look at what happened on that day in Newtown, Connecticut. On December 14th, 2012, at approximately 9:30 a.m., Adam Lanza shoots his way through the security entrance of Sandy Hook Elementary with 4 semi-automatic weapons. Police are immediately dispatched to the scene and arrive 5 minutes later. He kills a total of 26 people, 6 adults, and 20 first graders. He then takes his own life, ending the rampage. The entire event takes 11 minutes from start to finish. Our country is horrified. At 3:15, President Barack Obama addresses the nation and promises to come together and take meaningful action to prevent more tragedies like this, regardless of the politics. Since the Sandy Hook massacre, there have been more than 230 school shootings, including this one in Parkland, Florida, where 17 students and teachers were gunned down by a former student. Because of how highly publicized the problem of school mass shootings have become, the federal response has been minimal, and the state response depends on what political party controls your state government. Numerous solutions have been offered, but each has its own problems that make it difficult to gain support or enact. The first solution everyone goes to is gun control. Options range from expanding background checks to a complete elimination of guns in our country. This is highly politicized and very emotional on both sides. Problem is, it lacks support among many Americans in their defense of their Second Amendment rights. Another equally divisive solution that has been offered is arming teachers. We're actually doing this in Texas now. Teachers will have been armed, they have been vetted thoroughly and sent to training. They're given weapons to have on their person at campus. And the expectation is that if there is an active shooter event, they will be able to interfere to perhaps end the shooting rampage. The problem here is that it puts teachers and students at risk of accidental shooting. Another solution that's gained a lot of momentum in individual states is extreme risk protection order laws. The extreme risk protection order laws enables family and law enforcement to authorize courts to temporarily confiscate firearms from people who are deemed by a judge to be a danger to themselves or to others. And again, it allows family and law enforcement to stop something before it happens. 19 states have adopted some form of ERPO law, but the problem there is it varies greatly from state to state, and there's no federal ERPO in place. Most obvious solution is increased school security. making a minimum requirement of all schools to have medical detectors at all entrances, an armed security force. The problem here is simply cost. The worst possible action we can take to combat gun control or combat gun violence in our schools is to take no action at all. Sending our thoughts and prayers is not enough. I'm giving you several options, and I don't know which one's the best one. Find a solution that you agree with and take action. Don't wait until your child's name is on this list.